Hey guys, my name is Sab and Marvel finally dropped Black Widow new trailer which gave us a lot of new easter eggs and hidden clues about the movie. So without wasting time, let's start. And also some of my speculation might end up becoming true, so spoilers alert.
You don't know everything about me. I've lived a lot of lives. Before I was an Avenger. Before I got this family. I made mistakes choosing between what the world wants you to be and who you are. We have to go back to where it all started.
Now the trailer starts with shots of Budapest, and actually there are a lot of shots of Budapest compared to the other trailers. Now talking about Budapest, we know that there's where Black Widow meets Yelena Belova after a long time. Also we know that the chase scene from Taskmaster is in Budapest. Now the first thing I got cleared in my mind is these assassins of the Red Room are behind Yelena and Natasha, and also Taskmaster is behind them. Now the reason why they are behind them is probably because of these red super soldier serum kind of thing, which we see in the previous trailers. Now as we know, these scenes actually take place after Civil War when Natasha is on the run and she goes to meet her sister Yelena. I guess this will be probably the start of the movie. And moving ahead, we get to see different scenes of Black Widow from the Avengers, and we get to see the death scene of Black Widow. Why did you remind me, Marvel? Do you want me to moan again? Then we get shots of Siberia. Now I think that the final battle of this movie will actually take place in Siberia, where Black Widow will be in her full white outfit. Damn, it looks good on her. Then we get to see Ever Anderson's character. Now if you don't know who is this colorful headed girl, she is young Black Widow, or Kid Black Widow, whatever you like to say. I assume this is Mother Russia behind her, and notice she kind of seems sad while walking here, maybe because Papa Alexei didn't give her candy. Okay, just joking, don't fire up on me in the comments. Now being serious, I think she's kind of exploring this place and she unknowingly reached this place. Now don't ask me how. I've watched a lot of movies and such scenes happens in moments like this only. Maybe this is some kind of entrance to Red Room which she found, because in the shot she just said where it all started. Moving ahead.
Where did you think I was all this time?
We have unfinished business.
My girls are the toughest girls in the world.
I'm sorry.
Now notice we see two bicycles in Yelena's house. Maybe all this time she was trying to be a professional cyclist. It's sarcasm. Okay, now being serious, we see Yelena has got hurt in her arm. Maybe this happened in the chase scene in Budapest, and this scene is probably after the chase one. Also, if you notice clearly, you can see a doctor behind Yelena, probably the one who is treating her. I know a lot of you guys may think that this is Bruce Banner, but there is no chance of him being in here cause he was busy in Saka fighting Thor during this time. She is wearing the same vest which Natasha was wearing in Infinity War. Also, you can see some kind of brooch or something. Let me know in the comment section if you figure it out, please. Then we see shots of Natasha in an old elevator. Then a very interesting scene where Alexei says, "My girls are the toughest girls in the world." Yes, surely 11 is lol. Now notice this, Alexei is younger than what we see later, and also this is before he goes to prison. Now my guess is the reason why Alexei goes to jail is because he saves Natasha and Yelena somehow. Also you can see young Yelena just besides Natasha Also, notice how Alexei seems shocked after seeing his muscles in the mirror. This may be because he did not have these muscles before being experimented. Then we see Natasha and Yelena staring at someone, and notice Yelena is wearing the same suit that Natasha wore in Siberia fight scene. Maybe because she is dead somehow, and in form of a memorial, she's wearing her suit and jackets. Later, we see Melina Vostokov driving a van tensely when young Natasha is looking out and as something bad is happening outside. Now I think they are trying to take Natasha and Yelena to the Red Room, which I will explain why in this video ahead. Now I think they are trying, also this scene looks like a lot like the bridge scene we see in previous trailers, but it's definitely not, from it, as we know Natasha was fully grown in that scene. Then we see shots of these huge planes surrounding this safe house. Now my guess is that this safe house is actually the same place where Yelena was being treated, and where all of them have a reunion and eat together. Also, we already know that Taskmaster is in that huge aeroplane or Quinjet kind of thing, as we know from the previous trailers. Now my guess is Taskmaster actually kills or attacks this safe house, and maybe in this process someone or of them dies or get captured by the Red Room, and maybe it can be Yelena Belova, and maybe all this time Natasha thinks that she's dead, but instead she's captured by the Red Room, and maybe in future we see her as an evil villain in the MCU, similar to the comics. Moving ahead,
Our orders and we play our rules.
It wasn't real.
It was real to me. To me, you were everything.
Bring her home.
Put your seatbelts on. She's such a mom.
One thing's for sure. I'm done running from my past.
we see Yelena and Natasha's childhood pics celebrating Christmas, and notice how Melina says, "I'm sorry, we had our roles, we played our roles." Now I think she is sorry because she kidnaps Natasha and Yelena and played some kind of role of a mom, and later gave them to the Red Room. Maybe the scene where she's driving a van is when she kidnaps her and gives them to the Red Room. We actually see the scene where some kind of Red Room assassin is separating young Natasha from young Yelena, and she is screaming. We later see the shots of Budapest chase scene. Talking about this interesting scene, we see this Red Room general open some kind of file in Africa, and that later on displays Natasha's side pic. Now I don't know what she was doing in Africa. If you have any idea, let me know in the comment section. Later, that Red Room general orders Taskmaster to bring her home. Now he is talking about Natasha, definitely, as previously he was viewing Natasha's side pic. It's okay, general, even we have a crush on Natasha. Also bring her home scene, gives me a lot Winter Soldier vibes. If you agree with me, let me know in the comment section. Later we see Natasha driving with some kind of parachute in her hands. Later we see Natasha and Yelena diving on a pillar, and notice how Natasha saved this Red Room assassin. Then we see Natasha and Taskmaster fighting in the sky, and the end. So that's it for today, guys. Don't forget to like this video. I will be making more videos on Black Widow, and so make sure you subscribe. It would be really appreciated, because I'm putting on a lot of efforts. It will be really appreciated if you help me, subscribe me. Also, if you love Marvel, and want to stay updated about Marvel, you can subscribe to my channel. Goodbye, see you soon.